let's look at this question. A game of table squash is played only in India, England, and Australia. Each of these countries played against one another in matches organized in 3 countries. Okay. Each match ended in a win for one team and a loss for the other. Each of the 3 countries hosted matches in which it played against one of the other 2 countries as well as matches in which the other 2 countries participated. Without loss of generality, if country A plays a match against country B in country A, that match is called home match for country A and away match for country B. And similarly, if country A plays against country B in country C, both A and B are said to be playing neutral match. So far, understand this, what is happening. If I am India and England comes to play me in India, then it is a home match for me and it is an away match for England. But if England and Australia play in India, then it is a neutral match for me. It should tell you the count of home matches and the count of away matches. A match is simultaneously home for one team and is away match for another team. But a match is neutral for both the teams involved. If it is a neutral match, it is neutral for both. If it is home for one, it is away for another. Okay. Why this kind of bifurcation or definition is important is, think of it like a normal match where the outcome. A win for one team means a loss for another team. But when it is a draw, it is draw for both. Okay. With that understanding, let us also move forward. The following graph shows the number of matches played by the 3 countries in matches organized in India, England, India, and Australia. Interpretation of the graph. It is critical. India, England, and Australia played 60, 50, and 50 matches respectively that are played in Australia. So see, 60, 50, and 50 are these 3 numbers. So in Australia, matches that are held in Australia, India played 60 matches, England played 50 matches, and Australia played 50 matches. So I'm saying in India and England and Australia played by India, England, and Australia, we can write down matches played by India in India are 50. Matches played by India in England is 40. This number, then this number, and then 60. Then the red columns we have to write. It will be 40, 40, then 50, then 50, and then Australia 30, 50, 50. Okay. Now at this point itself, the wonderful thing you can see the matches played by India in India. These are all home matches. These are all home matches. Similarly, matches played by England in England. These are all home matches. And matches played by Australia in Australia. These are all home matches. If there are 50 home matches in India, if there are 50 home matches, can I say there will be 50 away matches? The same match. If it is 50 home matches for India, there will be 50 away matches for other teams. But when you look at the total for England and Australia, it adds up to 70. So where is this extra 20 coming from? This extra 20 is coming from, see, there are 50 matches, 50 of them were home for India and 50 of them were away for England and Australia. But the additional 20 that we have, for England and Australia, that comes from 10 matches that are neutral for England v Australia. 10 matches that are neutral for England versus Australia, which also gives us, see, in India, in India and England and Australia, we can see the matches of uh, India versus England, India versus England. But I don't have enough space here, so I'll have to move this table a little. In India and Australia. Match variants India versus England, India versus Australia, and finally England versus Australia. See, because 50 matches for India and 40 matches for England and 30 matches for Australia we have 120 recordings here. Anyway, you could have jumped to the conclusion there are 60 matches in total. There are 60 matches in total. Of these 60 matches, 50 are of the nature 50 home matches and thereby 50 away matches also. What happened to the rest 10 matches? The rest 10 matches are neutral matches between England and Australia. There are 10 matches here. There are 10 matches neutral. This is a neutral match. 10 matches England and Australia. Because England has played 40 matches in India, 10 it has played against Australia. So India versus England will be 30 matches. And India versus Australia will be 20 matches. This is excellent for us. We know this. Similarly, let's do the work for England. See, in England, we have 50 plus 50 plus 40. So 140 recordings we have. It means there should be 70 matches. There should be 70 matches. Of the 70 matches, 50 are played by England. Of the 70 matches that should take place, 50 are played by England. So there are 20 extra matches that are taking place. Who is playing those 20 extra matches? Of course, India and Australia. India, Australia. They are playing 20 matches here. Because they are playing 20 matches here. India played a total of 40 matches in England. 20 of them were against Australia. So 20 matches will be against England. And now England versus Australia. Let's see. In England versus Australia, England has played 20 matches here. England needs to play 30 more. So there will be 30 matches here. There will be 30 matches. Okay. Now by the same metric, look at the Australia version. We have 160 recordings here. So that means there should be 80 matches. Of these 80 matches, Australia has played 50 of them. So the remaining 30 matches will be India versus England, the neutral matches. There will be 30 matches here. Now India has played 60 matches here. 30 against England. So 30 will be against Australia. And finally, England versus Australia would be 20 matches. See, in each row. In India, there were supposed to be 60 matches. In England, there were supposed to be 70 matches. In Australia, there were supposed to be 80 matches. We have home, away, all that versions identified. How many matches for each pairing? India versus England, India versus Australia, and England versus Australia. How many pairings? How many pairings are working out? Everything is no. Okay. Let us now look at the last part. It is known that India won 60% of the home matches against each of the other two countries. So India versus England home matches would be these matches. So 18 are allocated to India. The remaining 12 will go to England. Here 12 will be allocated to India. 12 will be allocated to India and 8 will go to Australia. It is known that 60% of the home matches against each of the other two countries. 50% of the neutral matches against each of the other two countries. So 50% of neutral matches for India would be India versus Australia here. So 10 to India and 10 to Australia and 15 to India and 15 to England. The number of wins I'm writing. 50% of the neutral matches against each of the other two countries, and 40% of the away matches against each of the other two countries. 40% of the away matches. India versus England would be neutral away match for India. So here India would win 8 and 12 would be won by England. India versus Australia would be an away match. 40% it wins. So 12 would be attributed to India. And 18 would be attributed to Australia. Okay. This is the India's matches, all matches that India is participating in, their outcomes, or at least the distribution of their outcomes is known. Okay. It is also known that Australia won 80% of home matches. Now see, home matches for Australia would be, home matches for Australia would be these 30 and these 20. These 30 and these 20. Out of 50 matches, Australia is supposed to win 80% of the matches. Out of 50 matches, Australia is supposed to win 80% of the matches. It is winning 80% of the matches. Home matches for Australia are 50. 80% of that is 40. I am having a problem now. I am having a terrible problem now. Because if Australia is supposed to win 80% of the home matches, it is supposed to win 40 home matches. Home matches for Australia wins are these 18, and the remaining matches that will happen here. I have to get to 40 wins. I cannot get to 40 wins. I must have misunderstood something earlier. Oh, this is the problem. 1 minute. See, it is known that Australia won 80% of the home matches, 60% of the neutral matches, and 50% of the away matches against England. So only England versus Australia. So 80% of the home matches. So Australia won 16 here and England won 4 here. This is the home match. 60% of the neutral matches. Neutral matches for England, Australia were in India. So Australia won 6 matches here and 4 matches were won by England. And 50% of the away matches. So 15 were won by Australia and 15 were won by England. We have the distribution of each of these pairings of match. We know who won what matches. Okay. So let us see which country won the maximum number of matches. For India, we have 18, 8, and 15. So 26 plus 15, 41 here. 41 plus 34. 41 plus 34, India has won 75 matches. England has won how many matches? 12, 12, and 15. So 39. 39 plus 8 is 47. 47 plus 15 is 47 plus 15 is 62. Okay, so 62. And now see the wonderful thing. I know total number of matches is 210. Total number of matches is 210. I've got 75 and 62. So I've already got how much? 138 recorded. So Australia should win 72 matches. I can come to this conclusion. But an internal check that I can perform is, let's add up the number of victories of Australia that I have right now. If it adds up to 72, I would be even more confident in my working. I have 8 plus 18, not 72, sorry, not 72, 73. 210 minus 137 is 73. 8 plus 10 plus 18 adds up to 36. 36 plus 6 is 42. 42 plus 15 is 57. 57 plus 16 is 73. So yes, this working is also accurate. The number of matches won by the individual countries is also determined uniquely. The answer to the question has to be option B. Next question. How many matches did England win when expressed as percentage of all the matches played by England? Okay. The matches played by England are going to be 30, 20, 30. So 80 matches here. And 10, 30, 20. So 60 matches here. England has played 140 matches. England has played 140 matches. And how many matches did it win? 62. How many matches did England win when expressed as a percentage for all matches played by? So 62 we have got. Okay. Now, If I have to calculate this, this is more than 40 and less than 45. It's more than 40 and less than 45 because I know 56 by 140 would be equal to 40% and 63 by 140 is equal to 45%. Given that I have 62, a value in between 56 and 63, the answer has to be between 40 and 45. Answer should be option A. Next, how many matches did India win against England? Only India win against England we need. So 18 and 8 and 15. So 26 and 15. 41 matches India won against England. And then how many matches did England win against Australia? England against Australia is 4 plus 15, 19. 19 plus 4 is 23. 23 matches England wins against Australia. And that is the entirety of this set. It's a wonderful set because the interpretation happens at multiple levels. Wonderful.